Hello Whovians, and welcome back to the main channel. Welcome to an unexpected part 3 of New Who at 20. Well, the reason why I say unexpected is because I never thought I was going to make this video. I never thought this video would exist. But then I had an idea that I want to talk about. So, part 1 was all about the fact that it's 20 years old and I didn't expect that. I didn't realise that it was all of this out the other. Part 2 was, and it was also about talking about the different Radio Time covers and waiting to see if I got a second copy of the Radio Times, because there was a collector's edition, as in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the covers of the edition. And then part 2 was all about me showing off the collection, well, showing the magazine, the one I got, talking about the article that's within my version. I don't know if that's any different to any other version, but you can let me know. So part 3 is about the importance of New Who. Now that we're 20 years old in New Who terms, which is slightly younger than me, even though I am the same age as New Who, it's just I was born a year before New Who began, like not that long before, because it's June, so it's closer, I think. I don't know the maths, so let's not try and work that out, shall we? Let's move on. So, overall, I think that New Who itself has helped alter the fabric, the foundation, and everything about Classic Who and Doctor Who in general, because really, if you think of programs, I'm trying to think of one that hasn't had a modern version yet. This doesn't include audio, but if you include, let's say, Blake 7, even though it hasn't had a new TV version, it's still as popular as it once was. So I think that sci-fi programs manage to survive longer, even if there's no new episodes. Even if, I don't know, it changes dramatically, it still survives. So I think that even though we've said time and time again that Russell T Davies is the one that should be praised for bringing it back, Russell T Davies is amazing for bringing it back. Fair enough, I agree, that's fine, but I think the one that should be praised the most for helping the success of Doctor Who and the continuing success in a companion form will be Billie Piper, because without her, I don't think it would be possible to make it popular. But I think Billie Piper did an excellent job, and she stuck around long enough to help popularise David Tennant. I think Christopher Eccleston should be thanked, should be praised, because he is another person that also did really well to help make Doctor Who a success, because for some people, for a lot of young people, Christopher Eccleston was their first person they'll ever see as the titular character. So he had to, even though he wasn't happy in himself, he had to still make sure that he did the job properly. From what time he had, from what he did, and whatever did happen off stage and off screen and all that. At the end of the day, what you've got to take away from it is that the important element of him being a role model, him being the Doctor to generations, it's something that needed help in, and I think that Christopher Eccleston ends up, he's one of those Doctors, in my opinion, that grows on you all the time. So at the beginning, so for a good, I don't know, 4 years, I didn't really agree. I didn't really like Christopher Eccleston, and every time I mentioned it online, I was like, oh, I don't really want to say I don't like him, because as not me saying I don't like the actor. I love the actor, but I just didn't think that Doctor really had any amazing episodes. apart from the best episode in the whole of the first series. I can't remember. Empty Child, I think the story was called. Or the episode, sorry. I think that's the episode's called. But it's one that go, "Are you my mummy?" And I think that makes Chris Rock's series incredible. And I think over time, I've sort of developed a love for Chris Rockson. So now, I really do like Chris Rockson. I love the audios. I'm excited for what's next in his realm. Because what you do is, the more you watch, the more these things will grow on you. And I just think that when you really think about it, bringing the Daleks into all of this really helped showcase to Doctor Who fans, new and old, that even though the Doctor's new, even though this feels new because we're no longer doing stories, we're now doing episodes and series, everything's changing, but what's staying the same is the fact that the Doctor is going to defeat a Dalek. And you can't go wrong with the Doctor defeating a Dalek, and that's not me saying that as a, "Oh yeah, have a Dalek in it, oh yeah, have a Dalek in it, oh yeah, put a Dalek in it, oh yeah, put a Dalek in it, oh Doctor Who wouldn't be a success without the Dalek, oh la la la, put a Dalek in it, oh la 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 la." That's not me doing that. What I'm doing is I'm saying, yes, Doctor Who's brilliant, yes, we've got some amazing original characters other than the ghost things that did this assignment. The rest of it was amazing. I think what needs to be said, or what needs to be understood, is, so let's say you're watching the German, American and French versions of the BBC hit comedy Ghosts, right? And they're trying to set the stall of what the premise is of this show. And the premise of the program isn't going to change from version to version. So, Alison, finding Alison and Mike in the UK version, and then their equivalents in America, France, and Germany, and Spain, and Australia, are buying a house. Looking to buy a house, but then they get given a mansion. Right? They have to turn it into a hotel, or to a B&B, or to whatever. Right? Eventually, at some point, each version of Alison will injure themselves and start being able to see ghosts. And that's the premise. There you go. So now she lives with ghosts. And the other half, the mics of those versions, can't do the ghosts. And that is the premise. So with Doctor Who, our premise, even though the premise is always going to be the same but never the same all at the same time, our premise for this is really the Daleks are these creatures. The premise of that is to say, look, this is what Doctor Who was of the past. Classic Who, there you go. This is what we're doing. Here's the Daleks are improved. And that's what they do. So in the US one, they alter falling over slightly. The German one alters the falling over slightly. I don't know about the others because I've not seen the others yet, but the French one must alter the way you fall over slightly. So it alters things ever so slightly. So with New Who, we've altered the Daleks ever so slightly by making them able to hover, be able to fly, do all these things that they couldn't do before due to the lack of technology. But now technology is advanced in the time we've been off. It's now possible. And this is it. This is the thing that no one gets, that no matter how much you want to revive something or bring it back, you have to put something original in it from what was done before, so that people have an idea of this is the same program, this hasn't changed, but certain elements have. And so, overall, I think that New Who was and is very important to the longevity of Doctor Who. It is very important for the success. When I say success, I mean success. So, in British schools, crazes come and go. So, I'm trying to think of a craze. So loom bands were a craze that came and went. The reason why it goes is because they get banned in school. Somehow, someone does something, and then that element, that craze, gets banned at school. I was in year 1 or year 2, year 1, and Doctor Who trading cards. No, Doctor Who was popular and massive, and there you go. But trading cards in Doctor Who, that I have some unopened packets of them, because I'm not too sure if I want to open them really. It became mega popular, right? And people were trading cards left, right, and centre. Left, right, and centre. And that made it more interesting to the older people. For me, I was just trying to get the best card possible because I love trading cards. I love Doctor Who trading cards, and I'll never not love them. And I think that I've never actually played the game that you can play with them. And I don't think anyone does that anymore. But if that's the thing, the other thing I really like, and I'm not gonna say much more else on this matter, but Doctor Who Top Trumps, the physical version and the DS version, were mega popular in my household, in my life. Sorry, I was making a reference to the BBC documentary format series My Life. I do apologise. And I think that what really worked really well for that was that David and them following on Matt Smith had something to do with that. And that's it. New Who has helped shape society. New Who has helped shape the landscape of how Doctor Who is perceived. It shaped the way that people view most things, and it's helped make Billie Piper a massive star, as well as all the other actors that have played Doctor Who. Not just people that are doctors, not just people that are companions, and not just people that are villains. And so, there you have it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for something brand new and not part 4, unless. So this might be the final part, unless I have a really mega idea that could shape the way we look at New Who. Shape the way we look at New Who, and is a way of celebrating 20 years of Doctor Who. New Who is 20 years old. 2005 to 2025. Thank you. Happy birthday, New Who.
Don't forget to subscribe to the official Tom Mason YouTube channel.